me at this Global AI Student Conference. And for today, I'll be taking you through artificial intelligence builder in Power Platform. So just about me, I'm an ex-Microsoft Learn student ambassador. I graduated from the program earlier this year, and I transitioned into the Microsoft MVP program under the business applications category. And also, I'm a .NET developer and a Power Platform developer. And of course, I love empowering people from non-tech background, just as I am into the tech world. And also, I'm based in Nairobi, Kenya, where I'm a cowboy. So probably next time I'll be here with the full costume. You can find me on LinkedIn as Shadrach Protich and on Twitter, Miles_Shadrach. So let's jump into today's agenda, where we'll be talking about what is an AI builder. So like this is the big question that you are asking yourself, like what really is this AI builder? We're also going to see the managed services that we have for the AI builder. And also like the question like why should I go with AI builder? So like that's after all the introduction, after you get to know about it, and then how you can also get started. So after we've known like why should you use it, then we also get started, and also like how you can be able to acquire a license for the AI builder. And then we're also going to see about the AI builder models, the several of them that we have, and also hopefully time will allow us to do a hands-on demo for this application. So straight into it. So what is a Microsoft AI builder? So Microsoft AI Builder is Microsoft Power Platform AI capability that allows you, that allows your business to be able to automate processes and also like in predicting outcomes. So this basically means you can be able to enhance the business processes that are like around your business. And also the Microsoft AI Builder sits under the Microsoft Power Platform, which consists of 5 technologies, 5 components. That is, we have the Microsoft Power Apps, we have the Power Automate, we have the Power BI, Power Pages, and Power Virtual Agents. And each of these components has a functionality. For instance, in the Microsoft Power Apps, you can be able to build apps without writing any line of code. We have the Power Automate. So Power Automate essentially is for automating repetitive processes that you normally have within your business. So think of that process that is manual and tedious, then Power Automate can be able to fix that for you. We also have the Power BI, where you can be able to analyze and visualize data that you have. And one of the cool things that was added recently is the Power Pages, where you can be able to build customer external facing websites for your customers to be able to interact with your data and also like your business. We also have the Power Virtual Agents, where you can be able to create chatbots from it. And also like essentially like what about like AI builder is for automating processes and also like for predicting outcomes within your business. So just come to think of it, let me just give you a business scenario of this. We have the invoice processing. For instance, your organization can be able to process, like for instance, 1,000 invoices in a single day. And those invoices, you need to extract key information that you want for your business. For instance, the name of the person whom the invoice is being addressed, the quantity of items that are needed, the prices, and also like the dates and the invoice number. Just imagine like processing 1,000 invoices within a single day. I hope you're building the scenario in your mind that it's very tedious and it's error prone. So like you can be able to make lots of errors, and this will like make you to be able to repeat the process once again. You also have the language processing. You might be a multinational company where you're dealing with foreign languages, where you need to translate those languages into a language that you can be able to understand well. You might be getting feedback from customers all over the world, and you need to make that understand that language and also get the feedback that the customers are saying. So with AI Builder, you can be able to translate all those languages, and currently AI Builder supports lots of languages. So any language that you want to translate from it, and you can also like incorporate within your business. And so now we have the managed service for AI Builder. So like we've gotten to understand what actually AI Builder is. So it's a low-code artificial intelligence where it has got managed services that you can be able to use. For instance, you can be able to analyze text for classification. For instance, you might be dealing with lots of data. And of course, we know that in this century, data is the new oil, where you need to process lots of like data from your customers, from your business, and you want to classify all these text. Maybe like you want to categorize like all the addresses that you have, maybe like all the feedback that you have that are coming into your business. And then the second one, we have the prediction where you want to predict whether something will happen. These will come in hand where you want like you're using like standard data where it's kind of consistent and you have like historical data and you want to predict something like that is going to happen like maybe in a couple of months, whether like how much sales you're going to make. So with AI Builder, then you can be able to use that, provided that you have some historic data and like some standard like data that you can be able to use that. Business card readers. So you can be able also to process business card information just by scanning a business card. You can be able to extract all the key information that you want to have from your business. Just try and imagine that you're trying to process like for instance like 50 business cards within a single day, and you want to extract some key information about the person that you want to contact or maybe, and also like you want to store this data into your like database where like regardless of where you want to store your data is, then you can be able to leverage on this application. The next item is like extraction of text from images. Like you can be able to process text from images. For instance, now like in this scenario that we want to extract key text like from images. For instance, that you want to extract something from a chart, like from like a bottle or something, and you want like an AI solution that can be able to handle that for you. So just imagine like just you like you have like lots of images and you want to process all those texts like all those texts are from like from those images. Next, we have the form processing where you want to read and save like information. So like, for instance, you have the hard copy forms and you want to read and extract the information from that form. So like with AI Builder, you can just be able to scan a document and key in like all the information that you want. So we'll also be seeing all these processes like when we go to our Power Up Studio. And then next we have the object recognition where you want to recognize and count items in image. For instance, a good example for this is in a supermarket. You want to count the number of images, like the number of products in a shelf. So like with object recognition, that can be handled for you. So just training your model and also like being able to identify and make a count, and by just tagging the images. So all of this we are about to see them. And now the question is, why should you use AI Builder? So first of all, AI is empowering every skill set that you have. So regardless of your background, with AI Builder that sits on a low-code environment, you can be able to empower yourself with this knowledge, and you don't have to have a background in data science, AI, to be able to undertake all this. Second, we have the productivity, which as I mentioned, that this is a low-code environment that has a high return on investment. For instance, I'll just use an example of a company called Komatsu. They were processing about 54,000 invoices in a single year. Just imagine the cost of hiring developers for this service, the cost, the time that it takes for you to build this whole solution that can be able to process all those invoices and be able to store that data into your database. So just imagine how time consuming and can also cost that you are implementing in that project for. Now, for instance, with that, you need to hire an AI engineer, a DevOps engineer, and software engineer, maybe an front-end engineer to build all the websites, the backend of it, the cloud of it. So just imagine that. And of course, we are here to play around with AI. So it's usually fun building models and using AI in real time. So just imagine creating your own model to be able to recognize images within yourself. So for instance, you want to build an AI model to be able to recognize all the images, all the items that you have within your place. So just imagine building a cool AI like that can be able to do that. Next, we have like it's extensible, meaning that you can quickly embed them to the Power Platform and Dynamics 365. We normally say powerful alone, better together, meaning when you incorporate all these platforms into one, they can be able to perform like they can be able to perform well, and also like they can give you a range of services. And also it's very easy to use with guided and quick AI application. So within the Power App Studio, the Power Automate Studio, you can be able to see guided tutorials on how you can be able to get started. So whenever you get started, you can be able to like get help. And also we have the Power Platform community inside the Power App Studio, where you can join one of the forums and be able to ask questions, share feedback on something. So it's very easy to use. So AI Builder license, you can also like you can only be able to get it from the Power Platform license and also the Microsoft Dynamics 365. So these are the two major platforms that like sits under the business applications of Microsoft, where Power Platform, as I mentioned, it involves building application, analyzing data, and all those like items that are mentioned earlier on. And for these, AI Builder can only be found in the Microsoft Power Automate and also the Power Apps. Or now we have the Microsoft 365, where it's kind of a customer relation management system where it has got sales, field services, operation, the customer service, and also the finance, where you can also be able to get the AI Builder license. And for you to get this AI Builder license, your administration, your administrator can be able to grant you the AI Builder license. So the role of the admin is managing all the environments. They also like manage the settings that involves the AI Builder, and also they allocate the capacity to the environment that you're using. So for AI Builder, you can only get from one environment. So for instance, like if you don't have access to the AI Builder, then perhaps you need to ask your admin to be able to grant you access into it. And the admin can be able to manage all these using the Power Apps Admin Center and also the Power Platform Admin Center. But also, if you don't know how to get in touch with your admin, then definitely you can be able to get a trial version of it. So the trial version comes with a 30-day trial period where you can be able to create and use AI models in any environment, trial or in production. And also like you can be able to store your models it results in Microsoft Dataverse. So Microsoft Dataverse basically means this is the Microsoft Power Platform database where it's widely enriched, like where you can be able to store your data. And you don't need to worry about the security of the data there. That's well handled for you. And also with this trial version, you can be able to use your AI model in your apps, flows, and many more. And also you can be able to share it with your colleagues within your environment. I like to be able to do that. And also like once your 30-day trial period has ended, you can be able to extend the trial period, and also you can be able to share it with your colleagues. After you're done with your trial version and you want to upgrade, you can also be able to purchase a license and also continue using the AI Builder. So for the AI Builder, we've got two models. Like first of all, we have the custom models where you can build, train, and publish for intended use. For instance, these might be a business process specific to yourself. So for instance, you want to build, train, and publish for a specific function within your business. So then definitely you need to use the custom model to be able to train your model. For instance, your business might have its own way of processing its data, and you want to just build a custom model purposed for yourself and for your company, and then this is the the model that you're supposed to use. So for this, you need to train your model on how to do that. And also we have the pre-built model. These are already built models that are similar across businesses. So you're wondering I don't have the knowledge, but I want to I want a model, an AI model that can be able to process languages for me within my company. Then definitely you can be able to get a pre-built model that it has already been trained. So what you just need is to connect to your application or your businesses. So these are just some of the examples of the pre-built models and also the custom models. So key phrase extraction. So like you want to extract some key phrases from text. Language detection. So like you want to detect a specific language, like within an email, a text. So like and be able to translate that. Sentiment analysis. So for instance, like you've done the yearly sales and you want to collect feedback from your customers and you want to detect the sentiments from your customers. So like you can just incorporate this solution into your business and you can be able to get know if the feedback is positive or negative or neutral. Text translation, just similar that you need to translate text. Business card reader, and category classification. Category classification basically means you want to categorize all your business processes. So for instance, you might be having a wide range of data streaming into your business and you want to categorize each of these information that is coming into your business. So like you can be able to do that via the pre-built models. We also have the entity extraction. And for this other side, for the custom model, so like we have some that like you can be able to access from the pre-built models, and also like we have ones that might be unique for the custom models. For instance, there might be some similar processes that happen across all the business, and therefore you can be able to get them from the pre-built models and also the custom models. So using the AI builder, what you just need to do is choose your AI model. So what do you want your business to achieve? For instance, you want to translate text, then that's it. You also want to extract business card information. You want a custom model, that's it. So like, first of all, you choose your AI model. Second, you connect to your data. So, and also in Microsoft Power Platform, you can be able to connect to more than 275 data connectors. So like, regardless of where your data is being stored, you can be able to connect easily into your application. And then tailoring your model, meaning you want to tweak the model to be able to perform a specific function for you. That is maybe business specific to your company or your organization. And then the fourth one is now training your model. So after you've been able to tweak the model to perform the specific actions that you want, you can be able to train your model now. And after you're done training, you can be able to publish your model. And before publishing your model, it gives you a score. So like once you get satisfied with the score, and then you can be able now to publish your model that and it will be ready now for use. So getting the right score. So like we have two types of models under this. We have the underfit models, which is a model that actually performs well than a random guess. So like for instance, like there might be a problem with your training data. So like if you have insufficient data or like some of your data is just poorly tagged, then you can be able to get an underfit model. And this is actually like you can get a poor score. So like for instance, a score like 20% or something or less. And then we have the overfit models where it appears it performs very well. If not perfectly, then this is because like we have like for instance like a predicted outcome. So we have a column that directly corresponds to the outcome. So like this can give you a perfect score when you're using your AI model. So these are just some of the components in Power Apps. So like you will be able to get them in the model-driven application and also the Canvas application. And for the component that use the custom models and the form processor and also the object detector. So this is just an overview of the Power Apps Studio. So like we'll be getting there. And finally, I'll just try to do a demo in the next 10 minutes about custom model object detection. So like we're going to see if we can be able to detect pneumonia in a patient. So like some of the things that I learned while I was doing this demo was that one with a clear lungs is pneumonia negative, and one with a chest that is kind of closed, then that is pneumonia positive. So let me just go back to our demo. So like let me just head over to the Power Apps Studio. So just a minute. So let me share my screen once more. So for you to access the AI Builder, you need to get logged in into the Microsoft Power Apps. And also like for these, you can also be able to get within the Microsoft Power Automate. So for Power Automate, just log into cloud.microsoft.com and just navigate down here where we have the AI Builder model. You can be able to explore and see all the various components that we have here. So just a minute as it loads. And also down here, down below here, we have the models where you can be able to see all the models that you've been able to create. You can also be able to retrain your model. So let me just refresh this page. Okay, as it loads, let me just head over to Power Up Studio. As you can be able to see, when I click on this explore button here, I can be able to explore all these capabilities that we have within the Microsoft AI Builder. And as you can be able to see, we have the documents. So if I click on documents, it brings me all the documents that I want to use. We also have, if I click on text, we need, you can be able to get all the managed services that you want for text, maybe sentiment analysis, classify customer feedback. So if you want to classify customers' feedback, maybe on a product, maybe on customer service, then you can be able to use the category classification and the text to be able to do that. So, and if I go to the structured data, where you want to predict future outcomes from this, from historical data. So like with these, you can be able to predict how much sales are you going to make, or when is likely a person to pay their invoice based on some historical data. So this means structured data where we have a uniform way of handling data. And then finally here we have the images where you can be able to extract all the text and photos in PDF documents. And also second, we have the object detection where you can be able to detect custom objects in image. And for this specific demo, we'll be using the object detection under the custom model. And also, as I mentioned earlier, that it's very easy for you to use, where you can be able to access all the tutorials here, or you can be able to get started. And also, you can just quickly jump onto one of the tutorials here to help you get started, and also be able to see all the companies that are actually implementing the Microsoft AI Builder and the how-to videos, and also see how the customers are using this. So let me just jump straight into the demo. So, and for you now to start a demo, you just navigate on models and click on this button here. So build a model. So once you can be able to click on that, the first step that we had mentioned earlier on is choosing your AI model. So for us, we want the custom model. So if I just scroll down here, I can be able to see where we have the custom model. So once I click on that, it will just inform me these are just some of the kind of tutorials. So I can just click on get started. So once I do that, it will navigate me now into now training the model, and also choosing where my data is being stored. So just a minute. So as it actually loads, so this is just a model that I have already trained. So I'll just quickly edit these models so that I can be able to show you step by step. So once we have it, you can be able to see everything that is here. So if I click on edit this model, so it's loading. So just a minute. Yeah, so I'll just click on edit model. So so that it can be able to create a new version. So you can be this will be the new version now before being published. So after I've done the changes, I can be able to publish this version now for use. So so I've clicked on create edit these models so that I can be able to show you the step-by-step way of achieving these. So this is just now selecting your model's domain. So like this is just kind of a tutorial that you want to see. And also like you can be able to see like this AI builder model can be able to like detect that this is a skateboard. If I just click on these other ones, it can be able to also like to see these are a combined harvester and also the count of images here, and also like this is a drone. So if I just click on next, so like this is where we are going to be able to do that. So we need to choose objects for our model to be able to detect. So for these, we have two types of images. So whether we want to know like if this person is pneumonia negative or pneumonia positive. So just by choosing those object names, so like you can be able to do that. So if I click on add a new object, so I can be able to specify that specific object and what I want to achieve out of it. So once I'm done with that, I'll just click on next. So I need to select where my data is being stored. For me, my data was being stored within my device. So I downloaded all the images like for training, and I trained like 33 images. And one of the minimum qualifications for you is you need to train at least 15 in each object category. So if I need to add an image, so I'll just click on add an image, select where your data is being stored. So for instance, myself, it's being stored under my device. So I'll just click on device and be able to locate where we have those like data. So like if I can just click on this pneumonia positive, so I can just be able to choose an image. So I'll just choose that image and then upload that image. But since it's already been uploaded, it will notify me that this object has been uploaded. So in just a minute, it uploads. So one of the good things about this is that like it actually like notifies you that there is a duplicate images and it's being ignored. So like once I've been able to do that, I can go now to tag all my images. So and as you can be able to see here, I was able to train 17 pneumonia positive images and 16 pneumonia negative. And if I want to add more images, I'll just click on this to add more images. So let me just show you how actual tagging is being done. So like for instance, you want to tag this is a pneumonia positive. As you can be able to see, this chest is not actually clear, like meaning this person might be like pneumonia positive. So now like for you to tag this image, so like you just tag the area that you want this image to be tagged. And as you can be able to see, like I was able to.
Your presentation's going great, but we want to let you know you have 2 minutes left.
Okay, yeah, I'm actually almost done.
Great, thank you.
Okay, so like once I'm done tagging all the images, I'll just click on done tagging and I click on next. And now this is the model summary. So like I can just be able to click on train. So the model will just take a couple of minutes, not more than 10 minutes, and bingo, there you have your model. So once I'm done, just click on go to details page, and like you'll be able to see the score that you've got. So like this will be 86%. So like if you want to use this model, if you're satisfied, you can just be able to use this model. So if you're not satisfied, then you can be able to add more images. So like let's just do a quick test before I wrap up this session. So like let me just upload one image. So if I just click on this third image here, so that we can be able to know if this person is pneumonia positive or negative. So just a minute, and bingo, there we have our prediction, it's pneumonia positive, and its score is 42%. So let me just try pneumonia negative patient. So let me upload one more image and then call it off. So if I just click on this pneumonia negative, so I'll just click on this and just click on this image, and everyone will be able to see bingo, there we have it's pneumonia negative and its score is 30%. So like for you to get a high accuracy, you need to train more models. So that's it for me. Let's engage. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for your time. Back to you.
Thank you so much for your presentation, Sandrak. It was really great, and we learned all the available features of AI Builder. So thank you for joining us. So we're going for a short break, and we're coming back in a few minutes with our next presentation.